Moving on, we have got this Entra. So Entra acts as a unified platform for all the identity management capabilities. That is the reason Entra ID is often termed as SCIM, which stands for System for Cross Identity Management. All the cloud services uses Entra ID as the IDP, which stands for Identity Provider. So a typical identity provider like Entra ID offers two capabilities, Auth N and Auth Z. Auth as in AUTH. Auth N is the authentication and Auth Z is the authorization. So Entra ID first of all authenticates. If the user gets authenticated successfully, then Entra ID dictates what are the authorization capability. Are you allowed to browse to certain teams? Are you allowed to browse to certain SharePoint sites? If yes, at what capability level? Member, owner, reader, whatnot. So this Entra ID acts as a one-stop shop for protecting identities. Not only managing identities, protecting identities. It has got so many cool features, like it has got this Entra ID protection, which is an Entra ID Premium 2 subscription. It has got the capability, this Entra ID protection has got the capability of detecting risky users, risky sign-ins, and take action. Either block them and grant them the access provided they prove through the multi-factor authentication. This Entra ID has got password protection policy, which will offer protection from weak passwords. Okay? You can have a custom banned password list, like for instance, organization name, department name, or certain numbers cannot be included within the password. On top of that, you can have your own banned password list. On top of that, you get protection from Microsoft services. You will not be able to come up with a password which Microsoft has detected as a weak credential, or maybe they have seen the password globally too many times. The password has been globally compromised too many times. You will never be able to come up with those passwords. You will not be able to like have such passwords. Then Entra ID has got the smart lockout feature. After how many invalid attempts you will be locked and when you will be unlocked. Entra ID has got this CAP conditional access policy, granting access to applications on the basis of certain conditions only. We have got this multi-factor authentication policy. We know that the authentication can be classified as SFA, single factor authentication, bad, multi-factor authentication, MFA, better. But now Entra ID also supports password-less authentication using Windows Hello and FIDO version 2. Fast identity online. That is much more better compared to the multi-factor authentication. But Entra ID offers that service. Entra ID has got those features. Okay. And if Sentinel is so cool, even if we have got, let's say, a global admin looking after the Entra ID part of it, we can still ingest these kind of security and audit logs in Sentinel and perform a centralized investigation from Sentinel itself. But what we are trying to explain over here is that your identity can exist in so many places. I mean, we have purchased a Salesforce subscription. We need certain users to consume Salesforce. So when does the identity, where exactly the identities will exist? Within my Entra ID. Okay. Maybe we have subscribed for other cloud applications like monday.com or maybe some third-party applications. The identities will still be managed within the Entra ID. So that is the reason we call it as a system for cross identity management. Okay. So all the identities must be protected. We should have enough tools within our Entra ID that offers protection at an identity level, and Entra ID exactly does that. It has got enough tools to protect our identities.